What is going on, K3 TV? Loki is back here, and I'm sure 2.5 of you at least missed me. So, to those 2.5, I missed you as well, nameless people. What has brought me back today is actually Batman, the Vengeance himself. I wanted to go ahead and do a quick review on that, and K3 TV wanted me to do that as well. This is a very interesting one. I didn't know I was going to like this as much, especially because I've only started to warm up to what Robert Pattinson can actually do with things like The Lighthouse. Make sure to check that review out. That is really funny to watch because I have no idea what I'm saying in that one. But this movie here was a surprise. You could have never riddled me this or riddled me that it was going to be this damn good. I know that didn't rhyme because I didn't want to. I thought of it off the top of my head. Leave me alone. All right, so what I wanted to talk about in this movie here is there are so many details and things that you can miss upon first viewing that you should really just take another look at it. It's a 3-hour movie, so that's a lot to ask for someone. From someone. But if you actually liked it the first time, you might like it again a second time. There's certain little tidbits that you definitely missed. I want to talk about a big theme that I saw in this movie, and I'm sure there's a lot of other YouTubers that have probably, or hopefully not a lot, because this seems like a very underlying tone of the movie, an underlying message of the movie. But if there's any that you can recommend that you have seen that are also doing this theme of this Batman, I want to go a little bit more in depth into it. I haven't formulated the thoughts too well in my mind after only a week of watching it, and I want to see a little bit more of it. I'm going to do a quick run over of what I saw and what underlying theme I saw that was not so surface deep, but it was a little bit under there. The thing that I saw in this was the Pied Piper. What part did I see the Pied Piper theme being The Pied Piper is what I saw as an underlying theme. Now, for those of you who don't know about the Pied Piper, I will briefly explain the Pied Piper myth, fairy tale, folk tale for you in just a second. But there's a specific scene that I wanted you to go ahead and remember in your heads from when you saw the movie. It is Batman leading the children out of the water of the meeting with the senators and the governor. What was it? The election night. Yeah. So he's leading specifically children out of there and wading through the water, and it is literally an isometric, like top down view of him leading them to safety with his little red beacon light, right? As far as I know, there's no happy ending like that to the Pied Piper, but that is the scene that made me think, oh crap, there was a bunch of talk about the rats of Gotham, rats this, rats that, get rid of the rats, you helped me, I couldn't have done it without you. The Riddler has this motivation to get rid of the rats, right? Why? He's the Pied Piper. It took me a while to actually think that it was Riddler being the Pied Piper and that it was only him, because it feels like the movie was trying to tell you that Batman had some sort of involvement with the Pied Piper act, right? Well, he does. And Edward Nashton, that's like the new 52 name for him. I'm still not used to it. I'm used to Edward Nigma, so comment down below if you are also one of those Enigma people. I loved it. It was cheesy, but I love that. So when Edward Nashton tells him, I couldn't have done this without you. I asked you to lead him into light. You led him into the light. You know, you did this, or I did this, you did that. So Edward, I'm just gonna, whatever. The Riddler, the Riddler is not a character that is ever really been a physical, an opposition on a physical front, right? It's always mental. It's part of his name. It's part of his act. So he had to have been playing him, right? Playing Batman like a fiddle from hell. That's a Penguin line from a different movie. Go ahead and put down the comments down below which movie that was. Just trying to get you to comment because I do want to have a discussion about these certain themes, specifically this, the Pied Piper. If you've never heard that, it is pretty much a guy with a magic pipe an old German folklore that also had pied clothing for some reason, and that's a theme that it seems that Batman also has. And I just thought about that right now. I didn't really think about that before. Riddler's all stitched together. It's not a full outfit like the Edward Nigma from Batman and Robin or something like that, like question mark suit. It's literally just all pieced together. It's like from military surplus he got this part. He has his normal everyday glasses right there in front of him. He's got like just a weird jacket that he also bought at like Big Five or something like that. So he is like a Pied Piper in that sense, where he has the pied clothing, he has it all stitched together, and then his magic flute, now I know, is Batman. That's his instrument. What the Pied Piper does in German folklore is he is hired to get rid of all the rats in a town that is just flooded with them, right? But of course, he does do that very thing, which is get rid of the rats. However, when he goes back for payment, once all the rats are led away by his magic flute or his magic pipe, whatever. Yeah, magic pipe. I don't know what he was smoking that, but whatever. When he's led away, he doesn't get paid. He goes back, just like Riddler doesn't really get paid in what he only wants. He doesn't want money. He's not a monetary type of guy in this one. He just wants the recognition for having gotten rid of all the rats. He talks about notoriety. That's all he wants. He just wants the acknowledgement, and he doesn't get it. But it's almost as if he knew he wasn't going to get it, or maybe only if he got locked up would the Riddler army actually attack, which I doubt. It doesn't really make it seem that way. But he still leads the children into the water, because the Pied Piper in the German folk fairy tale then comes back, steals all the children the same way that he took the rats. He plays the pipe, leads them away, and leads them into water. And usually in different, there's a lot of different renditions, but sometimes he just leads them straight into like a lake or the ocean, and they just drown because he just puts them in a trance and does that. And you can see that the same pipe, the same flute in Batman leads him back out of the water. And I thought that was a pretty cool thing. If anyone goes more into depth about that, I really want to know. I really want to go more into that theory, see if you guys have any input from that, because there's so many things that other people are talking about that are kind of a little bit more obvious. Like, yeah, it's a hurt, emo Batman that we're getting. Like, he stalls a car, he freaking, trips when he uses the grapple hook. Sometimes it doesn't work. Looks like punches actually hurt, that's all really cool, but the main arching theme is what's really really cool about it, that I think it's like really really deep, man. It's like really really deep. So I want to go into that. Let me know what you guys think about that, and I'm gonna definitely search for some videos talking about the Pied Piper and Batman right after this to see if maybe I was onto something here and other people are seeing that as well. I'm sure it's got to be like a thing, but let's see if I was like way off or something like that, or maybe like smoking my own pipe or something. If you like the video, please go ahead and like the video. If you didn't like the video, also go ahead and like the video. Definitely subscribe for more. I do want to go ahead and come back on. If at least 3.5 of you subscribe, maybe I'll do another video for Kay over here. And yeah, this has been Loki with The Vengeance. Oh, I forgot. This is Yeah. Oh, right there. There you go. Yeah. She's Vengeance, or he. I don't actually know. Yes, Loki, out.